Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends, why am I being so loud? Welcome back. I have something really exciting to show you today. I'm very excited. Look what Celina sent me. Celina, like she's my best mate. Celina Ryden sent me something. I'm very excited. I'm going to sound excited. I can't control myself. So this arrived from Moon Flare. I love their logo. Oh, it's all moony. And inside we have some goodies that I am still buzzing about. It's so good. So we have, she said there's this little thing of their best-selling crystals, which annoyingly I didn't use in this video because I'm an idiot. But I will use them soon. And then we have two stamping plates. This is a collab. This is Celina Ryden and Clear Jelly Stamper, who make amazing plates. Oh, this thing, which is clear, which is amazing because you can see where you're putting it on your fingers. And then the cards, which we'll look at again in a sec. This is the first plate, CJS LC95. So these all, I'm so aware I'm really shouting. So these all go with the nail cards, which we'll talk about in a second. And then this is the second of them, which is I'll put the plate numbers on screen. These are so jam-packed with stuff. I feel like there's like a billion different things you could do with all the different stamps images on there. And then it comes with a step-by-step guide that tells you what to do step by step. So you do that in one colour, that's in another, and then do the outline equals that. Obviously you can do it in whatever colour you want. So there's all the different guides as to which bits to do in the order you need to do them as well. And the same on here. I love the little plants. The one below it, the mushroom, that's one of my favourite ones. Little magical fairy mushroom. And then lips, we're going to do a bunch of the lips today. Some of them have a colour and then an outline. And then like some of them have some of them have 3 steps. Some of them have 4 steps. And then this, so I saw this, had a bit of a moment. There it was, there's the moment. Because I thought it's the same as the nail cards somewhere on it. There it is. It matches. I love having matchings and things that go together, little sets of things. It's so satisfying. So these stamping plates are, are images from the stamping cards. So the stamping cards, you have 4 accent colours. You have loads of these cards, which are design ideas. And then you have all the theme ideas. There's loads of those. And then you have colour palettes, different colour palette ideas, which is good because sometimes I couldn't pull a colour palette out if it was slapping me in the face. That didn't make any sense. So they're really helpful, I find. And then shapes, so clients can just pick the cards or you can use them just for straight up inspo. And then we have this box, which is the Clear Jelly Stamper with Celina Ryden, their stamping polishes, where to hashtag when you use them and post them, and these gorgeous colours. And so stamping polishes they're not gels, but they're like regular polish, but they dry really quickly and they're really opaque. And this, lost my shit when I saw that. All those moons. So this is the normal Clear Jelly Stamper that has little crystals at the bottom, but this one has the Celina logo and a billion moons in it, which I was just so excited about. And then we have a spare stamper head. This was so clear, I didn't know if there was a lid on it, if they were going to fall out. So I was carefully, no, they're fine, they're in there. We're safe to shake. So the spare one, pop there. And when you're using the stamper, take the bottom off, the moony bit, and make sure your stamper head's nestled in there. And then stamp like that. And it's so flipping clear, this stamper. And even though their normal stamper is super clear, I feel like this one's clearer. Is it? Don't know. And then you store it like that. Obviously, put your lid on it to keep it nice and safe. And when you're using the stamper, put the lid on the bottom part so that spare stamper says clean and tidy. I was so excited. And then we have the scraper card, which has some of the designs on. You can make that design using the images. So this is everything from the set: the plates, the polishes, the stamper. I've got the cards there, and I say, so all those images on the cards, if you didn't get the cards because you thought I can't draw any of the pictures, bam, get the cards, get the stamping plates, you're good to go. So before I start stamping, take that off, pop the lid on it. I always use a sticky lint roller. It's just a mini lint thing for clothes, and clean the stamping head. This will take off stamping polish once you've stamped the bits that don't go on the nail, but also it will get rid of any dust or anything so that it won't affect your pickup. So I'm going to use some colours that I already have, some stamping polishes I already have, but I do use the ones in the set as well. Paint on, scrape at an angle, and a light, just to roll over, a little bit of pressure, but don't go crazy. And then we're going to stamp it on there. And the nail is tacky, so it's the second coat of gel polish. I've left it tacky, and that will help the image transfer. They transfer fine if it's not tacky, but you need to work a bit quicker if it's not tacky. But where the nail is tacky, it will pick up the image no matter how long you've sort of had it on there. But I mean, don't dilly-dally, but it gives you a lot longer. And now the outline, which, look how clear that is. Oh, the pickup's amazing. Every tiny little line has come out. So we're going to line it up. I'm lining up the middle pineapple, then I'm going to twist it anti-clockwise a bit. So you can make tiny adjustments as you're pressing down. I always try and get the middle one right and then kind of twist it a bit one way or the other if I need to line it up with everything else. But I think oh, look how cute. I think the beauty of stamping, I'm adding, there was a gap at the bottom, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a palm tree. I'm adding, no, the beauty of stamping, there we go, is that they do kind of look sketched. You know, even if you don't get the perfect lineup of outline over whatever colour, so the black on here, it still looks freaking awesome. And then we've top coated, cured, and there's our first one, and I am in love. It's so good. When you top coat, make sure, check in the light at angles, because gel doesn't necessarily like to sit on the stamping polish. So as soon as you've got it all covered, check in the light that it hasn't started to separate, and then get that shit in the lamp, like ASAP. Just because it can separate a little bit, but that is just the nature of the two products. So now we're going to do, this is a 4-stepper, the lips, because I hand painted this, haven't I? So I definitely want to do the stamping one. So I'm using the card to take off any bits before we put it on the nail. I normally use my finger, but I was being professional for the video. And then we'll put the cherry in the middle, and then we're using white for the teeth. And then we do the outline. It got to the point where this was going so well, because I normally have a love-hate relationship with stamping, but it was going so well, I was just on a high the whole time doing it and doing the outlines. Oh, every time I put all these bits on, it's kind of trust the process. You know, this doesn't really look like anything. Then you put the outline on and you're like, holy moly. So every time I got to the outline, I was just, it was a thrill. It really was. So we just light roll. Again, look how amazing that outline is. It's perfect. And then the piece de resistance. Oh, so satisfying. It looks so good. And because I wanted to use as many of the images as possible, I mean, this, I swear, every time I looked at that plate, I was seeing things that I hadn't seen, and I'd looked at them closely for ages. And I was like, oh, I didn't see that before. Oh, look at that one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It was just, I was just really excited. I was just having so much fun. So we're going to carry on and just put as many lips on this as we can. I'll show this process, just the plate process, but then I'll kind of just skip to going on the nail for the sole reason that editing it was just boring the shit out of me. So we've got the teeth, which was easy to line up with the, you know, the gap for them in the mouth. And then the outline, there's one of them, the tongue one, I'll explain when I get to, just how you want to make sure that you sort of look at the outline or look at the image on those cards before, so you know where to put each bit. So the tongue, you'll see when we get there. Here we go. So this is the tongue one. So I'm doing a hot pink for the lips, and then the tongue. I made note started just at the top of the bottom lip, but I still think I went too far down. But once you get the outline on, it's fine. So we've got the tongue in a different colour. I think that light pink is the one from the set, and then the teeth, and then the outline. Oh, I could just watch the outline be put on images like this all day. It was so satisfying, and it just made me happy, because I was like, look what I'm making, and I haven't had to paint any of it. Oh, and then I used the clear sheet to decide which one to do next, and that's really handy. Did I say I'm normally holding up a plate to someone's finger to try and work out if it fits? But that's a genius idea, that clear thingy. And then the outline of this one. Oh, it's so good. And then we're going to add some little stars in the gap, because there's stars on the plate, and obviously I'm going to use stars because stars are the best thing in the world. Not the world. They're not in the world. They're in the universe. I had a little marvel at the universe yesterday. I was on the beach with my niece and my mum. It was my mum's birthday yesterday, on Friday. And we went down to the beach and went in the sea, and it was just clear blue sky. The sea was warm, like actually warm. It was like bath water. And just looking at the sky and the sun and the sea, and it was just lovely. And I was like, this is a pretty cool place, planet Earth. What else is cool is the stamping plates. So I've got everything on I want there. I wanted, like I said, I wanted to get as much on as possible. Just cover all the nails with all the stamps. All the stamps. And then we're top coating and curing. Yeah, when you top coat, it looks even better. I don't know, because you can't see any sort of, I don't know, like, not marks. I can't think what I'm trying to get at. This one here, we're going to do a darker pink at the top and then a lighter pink. And then as we scrape, I'm not going to wipe the scraper. I'm then just going to move it up just above the join line and then down just below the join line to kind of get an ombre. So I didn't wipe the first scrape off the scraper before moving it up and then down. And then we're plonking it on an ombre nail. I had planned to do an ombre with yellow and green for the stamp, for the image, and have the yellow on the green and the green on the yellow, but it didn't show very well. So now we'll go over the outline, scrape, roll in with my homies, and then line them up. I'm going to try and line the lips up in the middle and then wiggle a bit, beg pardon, if I need to. But even if it's not perfectly lined up, it just still looks so cool. And it's so quick and easy. Not once doing this video did I go to pick up and it not pick up and I have to wipe and start again. Not once. It just all went perfectly. And top. And then we will move on to some planty ones, because they're super cute. But yeah, with the top coat, just make sure you do sort of wiggle it around a bit in the light just to check there's no separation anywhere, and then get it in the lamp nice and quick. Look how pretty that is. Look how cute that is. The bottom left flamingo, perfect, just perfect. And this green stamping polish we're going to use from the set. This is 205. I think I'm showing you just because it's such a nice colour. And we're going to do some little cactuses. Cacti? Is cacti the plural of cactus? cactuses, cactus. And then the outline, I'll show a couple of the stamping process or the pickup process, and then we'll jump again just to skip that bit. You all right? I hope you're all right. I have been reading your comments. Oh, I've just got, see, when I get notifications on my phone that a comment's come in. Oh, this one here is in 3 parts. So I'm doing the bottom part in a dark green, and then the outline in black, and then there's another bit that you put on after because it goes on top of the black. I know they are in order on the palette, on the plate, how to use them, but you have got those cards to just check you're doing the right bit in the right order. So we'll add this on, and then the next bit I do in lime green, and it's the bit that gives the lines under the umbrella, the mushroom head, whatever you call it, which I thought was super cool. Yeah, whenever I get a comment on a video or something from one of you guys, it comes up as a notification on my phone, and I always read it, and that's when I read them. And I always say thank you to you. For example, I'll read this one that's from Candy Williams, and it says, "Awesome as always, thanks for sharing, love the sparkly nails." So I read it and then I go, "Thank you, Candy Williams." So everybody, I say all your names when you comment, and I say a little thank you, because sometimes I can't, well, a lot of the time I can't get around to replying to all the comments, and that bums me out because I feel bad, and then I have like a moment where I'm like, right, I've got half an hour, let's reply to some comments, and then I think, but then I've replied to some and not all of them, and the people who I haven't replied to, they're going to think I'm annoyed at them, and I'm not. You know, it's a whole existential crisis situation. This one here is so adorable. We've got the corally colour for the stripes is the, oh, look at it, is from the set, that box that came, the polishes that came with this. And then a little plant pot. I think that's aloe. Is it aloe vera maybe? Or it's some kind of succulent. Me pretending I know flowers. Plants, whatever. Don't even know what they're called. And then we're adding a feather with that orangey colours from the set. And then I found there was more stars, so we'll add those. Everything's got a kind of cosmic-y, witchy, kind of, you know, mystical fairy vibe, and that's just so my vibe. And then we'll top, and look how stinking cute. So you could do, obviously, whatever you want with them. You can do whatever you want, but you could do a set based around one of the sort of themes, or use the cards. See, now you can use the cards without thinking, oh, the picture one I pick out I might not be able to draw it. Doesn't matter. Use the stamping plate. Amazing. And we're going to this eye now, which is 4 steps. 4 steps, not 4 steps. Yeah, so you could do a whole set based around, you know, eye designs or flower designs or moons or all the other things, but I just wanted to use as many of them as possible, so I'm just covering the bejesus out of it. So we've done the white of the eye, then the blue, and then we'll do the outline. And then, what are you doing there? Come the fuck on, Bridget. And then we will take off the bits we're not using with the scraper from the stamper before stamping. And then we're going to do the bottom bit in pink. But even if you didn't want to do all the steps, you could just use the outline. You know, white on black. That would look cool. Yes. Oh, and now we're just doing outlines because I was just done with editing all the tiny little steps. It was driving me insane. Look at this one. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's squeezing my face because it's just so good. The little crystals. We're going for a kind of witchy eye vibe. So the yellow's already on there. I'm just adding the outline here. And then same here. Little sparkly diamonds, a moon, and then, oh, an arrow. They've got lots of arrows on there. I like that. I like arrows. And then, and then some more stars just to cosmic it up a bit. And then we will top. Is that the last one? I think that might be the last one. I am so excited about these plates. They're so good. There's so many things on there. You can use the nail cards now with all the images and things on there and the ideas and not have to actually paint anything. Amazing. It's so good. And they just look so cool. Oh, the purple of the eye with the beads hanging down. That's from the set of polishes that came with it. So before we look at the final set, these are the plates again. There's so much on there. Every time I look, there's something new that I haven't seen. And the cards with the step-by-steps and the order to do things and all the little things, images you can make. And these clear things that are just genius. The nail cards, genius. The stamping plates to go with it, genius. Such a good idea. And it's so well done. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm so impressed with it. I don't normally get this excited about a lot of things, but I'm very excited over here. I might have to go downstairs and celebrate. And then the polishes. Oh, and the stamper and the scraper. The stamper is just stunning. And these little crystals, I'm not sure whether they come in a set or whether that was just a little treat for me, as well as all of this. I have to say thank you so much to Celina and the team at Moonflare and Clear Jelly Stamper. This is such an amazing kit, and I appreciate so much that you've sent it to me. I love it. Like, I love it. Look at this. I didn't have to paint a single flanging thing, and they look awesome, and it was so easy. And I'm just buzzing. I just want all my clients to pick from the cards now. Even the people who never have nail art. I don't care. Pick from the cards. You're having something. Okay? It won't take long. It's happening. I hope you like this video. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. Have you got it? Are you going to get it? Are you as excited about it as I am? If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I was faffing around with how I wanted this final end shot to look. Not like that. Put those back down again. I appreciate you being here so much, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.